Guys, we're at a pretty good sized lake, and we're going to do a little bass fishing. I bumped into a few people this afternoon, and they've been here all morning, and they said the fish is really slow. So what I decided to do was take a Strike King, Mini King, or a beetle spin. That's probably what I'm going to fish with. We're going to see if we can catch them then. Usually, if you'll downsize your lures, you can still catch them. Let's see what we can do, guys. Well, guys, I wanted to show you guys a little secret. When the bass are not biting good, and I love using big lures and big buzz baits and whopper ploppers and everything, and I've seen all these people using these giant 10 and 12 inch. That's great. I love it. I'm going to try that myself. But when the bass are they just won't bite at all, get you a Strike King Mini King. It's a little miniature profile of a spinnerbait. I like to put a gold blade on mine because I'm a crappie fisherman. I like to have some gold on there. But anyway, I put a Bobby Garland jig on there. Just give it some extra color. You want it two opposite colors. You know, they can be similar, but that's like a pink phantom. And then you've got a white spinner here. But yeah, put you a gold blade on there if you want to have a chance at some crappie also. I mean, it really gets their attention. But these things come bent just like that. I straighten mine out into a 90 degree. The reason I do that, it simulates a beetle spin. A lot of people don't like using the beetle spin. They say, oh, it won't, when you reel it, it flips over. It just flips over, and it does if you're using a light hook. But this thing has a really heavy lead. Watch this. You can really zoom it through the water, and it does not flip. So that right there, all you got to do, even to a beetle spin, like here's a beetle spin right here. This beetle spin is really light. That's a 16th ounce flat head, minnow head there. And this one will spin if you pull it fast. It'll do this little spin thing, but if you put a 1/8 or a bigger jig hook on there, it hangs straight down and spin just like that. So it really depends on how big your blade is. This has got a 1.5 gold smooth blade on it. If I put a 2 on there, it's more out to maybe do that flip thing. But just if it does flip, just go a little heavier on your jig hook. But this right here is excellent. A beetle spin and this is good to use for when the bass are just not biting nothing. You're downsizing and give them that small profile, and then they're more aggressive on that small profile than they would be a big spinner. They might tap a spinner, bump it or something, but you downsize, they're out to take it. There he is. Oh man, he's a pretty good one. Good fighter. Oh yeah. Whoa. Uh-oh. He got in my transducer. There you go. He come loose. I thought I was in trouble there for a second. Oh, we'll get him out of there. Got him right in the tongue. Okay. Let's get this hook out of there. There we go. Look at that fin. Oh wow, that's a good bass, but nice thick one. But look at that fin. He got a birth defect, or when he was little something happened, it just sticks straight up. That's too cool. All right, later. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's a pretty good fighter. Come on in here. Oh yeah. Oh, Strike King, Mini King. When they don't want to bite them big lures, guys, go for a downsize. He's a good fighter. Put the net on him, just in case. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Ouch. Well, there we go. Oh man, that's a long bass. Just curious how long he is, because he's not huge, but he is a long one. He's sitting there almost 15 and a half. Pretty good bass. Nice thick one. Later. Now guys, when I got here about 3 or 4 hours after daylight, so there was people already here. And I was asking around and people were saying, oh, I caught one or I caught two. So that right there told me they wasn't biting good. So what I do is just downsize. Downsize your lure, put your beetle spin on or Strike King, Mini King, and you'll catch some bass. If they're biting a little bit, they was catching them, but very few. So just downsize and fish hard. They're out to take that little bait more than they are that big one, because they might have been thrown to 1,000 times too. That's another thing. If you're fishing a heavy fished lake, I mean, and this one is, you're fishing a lake that's really popular and people just hammer it all the time, downsize, because then you're giving them a new look. Give them fish something else instead of that same old lures that they're used to seeing. You know, spinner baits, buzz baits, and crank baits, all that stuff that they're used to seeing every day. Go to a Strike King, Mini King. A lot of people don't use these, you know, on a regular basis. So, boom, you gave them something new, and it might be what you needed to catch him. And that looks so good. Looks like a good spot. We might find one tucked in back here somewhere. They will get all the way back in there. Easier to guard when you got a wall wrapped around you. So we always give them a try if I can get in there. Oh, I seen waves. He definitely come. Something actually moved in there. So I don't know. He went by it and then kept on going. So I'm gonna fish both sides of it now just to see. There he is. Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna get him out of there. He's gonna be in the bushes quick. Oh yeah, I got him. But yeah, he was you shouldn't have made a wave, buddy, because I seen you then. I knew to try again. Ah, ouch. All right, come on. Man, he got some teeth on him. Get some pliers and get that out of there. There we go. He's another. You could tell he's a male. He's just a slender fish. He's got a couple little scrapes on him from early. He guarding that nest is what he's doing. Another pretty one. Later. Well, hey guys, I wanted you to check out my net. This is a Placino. It's from the Placino company, and I have a link down below the video if you're interested in checking out their stuff. And you can use the code FISHYANKER and you can get a 10% discount on anything in their store too. But what I wanted you to check out, this thing has aluminum or metal, I'm not sure what that is, beam all the way around it, so it's really solid. Got a big mouth on it. And this right here, this is a floating device in there. We got a rubber coated net, which helps from the hook getting tangled in it. But check this out, guys. You're not gonna lose that net. That net's gonna hang with you. Unless you drop it in there and run off and leave it. But yeah, it is nice. I really enjoy this net. I use this net all the time. You watch my channel, you're gonna see me using this thing. I trust this net. Well guys, today we're using the Garcia MAX X light spinning reel. And we got it on a Shakespeare Micro Series light action rod. That's a 5'6". And this thing is spooled with 6-pound test high vis Mr. Crappie fishing line. And you can get these rods, you can get them underneath the video in the description box, and the reel too. I got links for them. Or you can get this, you can actually get this at Walmart for 20 bucks plus tax or whatever. And the reel's kind of hard to find. Every once in a while you'll find them at Walmart, but most of the time I have to go to Bass Pro Shop or Academy Sports or online. There he is. Oh, what is this? I don't know. It's a good fish. What is it? Oh, that's a good bass. Look at here. Wow. Easy guy. Oh, that's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good one. I got light lines, so I have to be careful. Oh, he's a pretty one. Oh, well, I don't want to lose him if I do that. Let me just scoop him up with my net. Oh, there we go. That's the safe way to do it. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Man, that little old beetle spin put it on him, didn't it? Look at that. That's a nice one. Yes, sir. Man, these guys, look how thick. Solid. That's a solid fish right there. All right, later.